Right. I'm gonna talk honestly right now about how I feel about the situation in America and currently all over the world, because it doesn't just affect America, it affects everywhere. I have two black cousins, and they are the most, like, two of the most important people to me. And to think that people who are so similar to them, this is happening to them, it devastates me. This is wrong. This man and these people, it's not even just one person, that's the problem. It's happened to hundreds of black people, especially in America. Like, this is happening all over America and it is not okay. Like, this man, like, he wasn't resisting arrest. He wasn't even committed of a violent crime. It was forgery, first of all. He wasn't resisting arrest. Police officers are trained to restrain people. They are trained to know how to restrain people without harming them. They knew what they were doing. And they have been charged with what? Manslaughter. They've been fired. That's a tap on the wrist. If anyone in society would have done that, they would have been arrested. They would have been charged with fucking, like third degree murder, like first degree murder. That's what it was. It was murder. But they are police officers, so they get away with it. But what about the contract that we sign with the government to protect us? We agree that we're not gonna commit crimes. We're not gonna set fire to things. We're not gonna protest as long as the government protects us. But the government doesn't protect us anymore. The government isn't there for us. Especially in America. The government is corrupt. So if you want to go and loot a Target, go ahead. You have no obligation to the government anymore. You do what is best for your family. You go ahead. Honestly, I believe that people should stand up for what they believe in, and that is why I'm doing this video as a white person, to support the fight of Black Lives Matter. It is so important that white people speak up about the fact that this is wrong, because a black person can say all they like, but no one's going to listen, because they say that they have been this way from the beginning. Black people have always said this is wrong. Now it's time for everyone to say this is wrong. Everyone needs to say it. No one's going to listen unless everybody talks about it. And that's why I'm making this video, to basically say this isn't okay, this shouldn't be happening. It's wrong. I have sat and contemplated how I'm gonna get my opinions across, how I'm gonna show my support, but sharing Facebook posts just doesn't seem like it's enough. It's not enough to just say that you support it. It's not enough to just ignore the fact that it's happening. It's not enough to just be neutral. You have to be against the oppression and the actual discrimination of these people. They are people. This isn't okay. Like, it's so frustrating, because I have so many things that I have been thinking about for days since this has happened, and it's so frustrating to put it out there, because I know that it's wrong, and I hate to talk about these issues, because it feels like I'm trying to understand. I don't understand, and that's the issue, is that white people don't understand the fact that they are privileged. White people don't understand the fact that they don't get discriminated against. Yes, and right, so someone commented on a post of mine that I shared and said that police brutality happens to everyone. Yes, police brutality does happen to everyone, but you are not killed for being white. The fact that black people are being killed for being black is wrong. Why does it matter what the colour of your skin is? Why? It doesn't. That is the problem. But there are so many people in the police force that come from old beliefs that somehow people from different races are less than white people. But you think, especially at the moment with coronavirus, and yeah, I'm going to talk about coronavirus, especially at the moment, people from other places are so important. Those people do the jobs that you don't want to do. You think if you didn't have immigrants, your elderly wouldn't be cared for. Your hospital wouldn't be fully staffed. None of your jobs that you didn't want to do would be done. You wouldn't have people working in McDonald's because people don't want to do it. But the immigrants that come from different places choose to do that because they want to make their life better. They are helping you by looking after your old people, doing all these things that you don't want to do, but they're the bad guys. How is that okay? They're just doing everything they can to make their lives better. This isn't okay. Like, it's so stressful. Like, I open my social media and straight away, that is what it is. And that's such a sad reality because it shouldn't be that way. It's such a sad reality. Social media was made to stay in contact with friends, like keep up to date with things like going on in the world. Why do I have to see this? It is so wrong that this is happening. The worst thing is the punishment that police officers get for these crimes. If a police officer commits a crime, surely they should be held at the same, if not a higher standard than any normal person. They commit to protecting the lives of others. If they kill someone, they're not protecting the lives of others. If it's a needless murder, surely they should be punished. But no, because they're police officers and it was a mistake. But it wasn't. It wasn't a mistake. They knew what they were doing. Honestly, people need to stand up and say what they believe in. And I ask everyone to make a similar video to this, or even just a short 5-second video to say Black Lives Matter and that they support the protests and the fight against blatant racism in the judicial system at the moment. I encourage you to do that, and please stand up for what you believe in. Go to protests. Be peaceful. Please. Thank you.